Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your Keystone Cowboy, Boom Hiro 1. Welcome tonight. We have got our custom Xfinity at Dover Raceway. Not a whole lot of guys dashing in tonight. Dover can be a tricky track. All of our fans, of course, everybody who runs this track know how slippery it can be. Through the tends to slide sometimes on corner entry, sometimes breaks free on corner exit. So I'm pretty sure these guys tonight have got their setups dialed in. I know for a fact a lot of them have been working today, as myself will be later on running in this race. But for our starting lineup for our dash, we have got Huff World, Mr. Puddin', who got the word that he was dashing in last night. He didn't ask his captain if he could dash in. His captain told him he was dashing in. We've got Fast Camaro, Old Guy, Sparkalicious, and I think maybe Trinity Beast Mode. He was set on dashing in tonight, so go ahead and throw his name out there. He's got a fast car as well. But the dash tonight is 26 laps. They're starting their qualifying run right now, so that's only 8 laps if I'm not mistaken. So it shouldn't take too long for all that to wrap up here. So we'll see whenever we get our invites. We'll get to the lobby and let you know who's starting where. But I just want to thank y'all for joining me this Thursday evening. Depending on where you're at in the country, it might have been cold, might have been pretty decent. I know for me, when I got up this morning, it was 27 degrees and snow on my car, so that's not exactly what I'm looking forward to going into March. Hopefully it gets warmer sooner. Cannot stand winter. But hope y'all had a fantastic day and are ready to join us this evening for some fantastic racing. I, for one, do want to go out here and I apologize personally because I was in the chat party for we was not able to save our broadcast from last evening. We had some technical difficulties. Not sure exactly what all went wrong with it. I just know there was technical difficulties. So a quick recap of that. Bad Moon and Mills ended up dashing their way in the Custom Cup at Road America. And once the green flag dropped in the main event, that bad man in that number 17 car, Fluffy, just took off and led every single lap. We had some great racing between Mr. Mills and Wicked Gatekeeper, battling out for second and third. So it was some pretty good racing. So congratulations to Fluffy for last night. Also, another driver got signed last night, Mr. Mango, who just joined with us recently. He's had a game just less than 2 months. Has finished top 10 both of his developmental races, and both dashes that he attempted in the Truck Series finished second in both of them, so it got the captain's eyes, or at least one of them anyway, and he got signed last night, so congratulations to him. But hopefully, I'm thinking the qualifying will be wrapping up here soon. Dover custom setups, you're running almost close to anywhere between 23 flat to 23.3 on a lap time, if you've got that thing dialed in right. So hopefully, 8 laps, it shouldn't take long, so they should be wrapping that up pretty soon here, and I'll be getting an invite from G9 to get in the lobby and get this race underway. Once again, 2x wear, 13%, which is 26 laps. We shouldn't see pit stops here if it goes green. Now, if we have a caution, which I don't think many of our dash races have had cautions, so I'm hoping that trend continues tonight. We've seen a lot of good hard racing this season. As y'all know, this year we have taken away our stages, except for the trucks are trying something a little bit different. But for the Xfinity and the Cup, we're just running just cautions, no stages, and those races have been phenomenal. Sorry, I'm sounding like Puddin' up here. Phenomenal this year. Not a whole lot of cautions, so not a whole lot of time to work on your setup if you haven't got it dialed in yet. So hopefully these guys have got it in down pat. So I'm anxious to see. Dover Downs, one of NASCAR's, not the oldest track, but one of their oldest tracks. Uh, it's a it's a good. I like it. I love this track. I mean, I remember on Heat 2, uh, you could literally full throttle this entire track. Some people like it more realistic, which it is now. Having to back off through the corners and stuff like that. But I remember being able to run this track full bore, wide open from start to finish. Had a blast with it. Uh, I think that's one of the reasons we ain't seeing a lot of people dashing in tonight. The fact that it's custom setups and it's Dover. Some people don't like this track. You got to have, it's one of those tracks you got to have a taste for. Uh, I know one of our drivers said that he was not going to try to dash all weekend because the three tracks that we run this weekend, Dover tonight, Atlanta Saturday night, and Kansas Sunday night, he said he was tired of running these tracks, and lo and behold, he's dashing tonight. So we got some good races coming up this weekend as well, so hopefully y'all tune in for that as well. Quick shout out to Chanda Bear, Gurley, Crableg, and Eagles for commenting on the broadcast. Appreciate it. Love y'all's support. Thank you very much. Once again, this is why y'all do this. And just before I get to invites and everything, just want to say, we say it every broadcast. I'm pretty sure, a lot of people we sound like a broken record up here, but I am getting my invite now. So here we go. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if y'all can hear me. He said don't accept. Sorry about that. I jumped to the gun. He told me not to accept yet, so I backed out here just for a second. So my apologies there. He'll let me know when. But once again, as I was saying, we sound like a broken record up here, but if anybody watching this who is not a member of Giggity Racing League, if y'all want to be, if y'all feel like you've got what it takes to run with us, we run 7 days a week. By all means, hit any of our captains and admins up. There's a bunch of them. If you're not sure, just find somebody that runs Giggity. Myself, Keystone Cowboy, K-Taddy, RJ Smitty, Trey, Robbie. Oh, now, all right, here we go. Let's get this going. All right. As we got Trinity Beast Mode on the pole, Old Guy second, Huff third, Puddin' fourth, Fast Camaro fifth, Sparkalicious in sixth. So, all right. Let's get live to the track from Dover International Speedway. I still remember when I was a kid this track being called Dover Down still, if that gives you a hint to the age. But hopefully we'll see some good racing. I ran with Trinity earlier before the dash, before qualifying and everything. He had a fast car, so he's always a threat to dash his way in. Wouldn't be his first time. So let's see if these guys can. Here we go. As we go into turn one, they're side by side still. Looks like the 98's got just a little bit of an advantage, but it looks like that inside line's going to pull through with the momentum coming out of the corner exit. As he just barely noses ahead of him going down this short back straightaway. This is only a mile track. Once you know, they call it the Monster Mile for a reason. As we got Trinity finally clearing Old Guy. So it looks like these guys are going to try to jump in single file here. Ooh. This is just a beautiful track. Bankings all the way around. It's not flat at any point on this track. As we go 3 wide for the lead. Oh, his Trinity's going to scrape the wall. He's going to cut back down in front of the 07. I do not believe that was intentional. It's just that wall bang incident. It's the 74. Tries to make his way around him, but it looks like he's going to stall out there. So Trinity's going to hold on to that top 5 spot. So let's see if he can maybe work his way back up to the front now. As we have got Huff World and Old Guy running 1 and 2. As you know, our dash is only the top 2 advance. So these two guys are sitting right where they want to be. Of course, everybody wants to win, but also if you're sitting in second, you also got to remember, hey, I'm in a transfer spot. Don't do anything stupid. Don't jeopardize it. So just run the race. You know, we say it a lot of times, run the track, not the drivers that you're racing against. A lot of people, they're focused on trying to pass somebody. They'll miss their marks on the track, and it totally ruin their race. So, being custom setups, you know, Xfinity, we've had some great races. As it looks like we've got Trinity making his way back up. Looks like Puddin might have caught the wall just a little bit coming out of turn 2 exit. Looks like that car might be a little bit tight. I know he was tweaking. My apologies. I was picking on him earlier for that, but he was making a few adjustments right before qualifying started to get that car dialed into where he wanted it. So, not sure if he might have over tightened it up. I see a lot of people these days running that hood cam. I don't know how they do it. I really can't. It's crazy. Me personally, I've got to see my entire car, just like this right here. This is my best view. So, heck, if y'all want to, we'll start a poll on the broadcast right now. What's y'all's favorite camera view? What do y'all like to run? Do you like the in-car camera? Do you like the hood view? Do you like seeing your entire car? Let me know what y'all think. Quick shout out while we're waiting on that. Watching these two up here, 1 and 2, as we see Trinity Beast Mode sneaking his way back up in 3rd place, trying to catch these guys. My teammate, Mr. Sports Legend, said, let's go get him, Boom. Thank you very much. We're going to do our best to get Underdog a win tonight. Eagles said he can't wait for Friday night. Yes, Eagles, right now for the dash, I'm doing this on my own. There's only a handful of guys in here. Shouldn't be too hard to keep up with. We'll have a couple more for the actual race themselves. Mr. Mills Nation, captain of the Canucks, said go Huff. That's he's up here leading. Mr. Taddy, underdog captain and our fearless leader and CEO, said Puddin. Sports, Pinky Puddin was twerking. Yeah, Sports. Yeah, you got me on that. Chanda said he likes running the hood view. Gained him a whole lot of speed and longevity in the race, so that's good to, Super Speedways hood cam from Joey Doucette. G9 says he goes with the hood view. So like I said, a lot of people run that hood view. But, I have to agree at Super Speedways when you're trying to hold that bottom line, as we see Old Guy making a run for the lead here. That's probably going to let Trinity kind of close in from 3rd here. They're going to have to be careful. You don't want to battle each other too much. You lose all that momentum, all that gap that you've got over that 3rd place driver, as we see Huff World hold on to it. But as I was saying, hood views at super speedways, they do help. I really do believe the way that you can hold that bottom line, it's just unreal. As we see Trinity side by side with Old Guy heading into turn 1 here, trying to take that 2nd spot over with. He had the fastest lap in qualifying, started on the pole, so everybody knows he's got a fast car as he retakes that 2nd position. So it looks like Old Guy, he's in a catbird seat. Can he do something with it? Can he stay to his bumper, maybe make a last minute move? Like I said, there's 26 laps. You've got plenty of time. Don't try to win it on the 1st lap. As I was saying, these guys, unless there is a caution, which is few drivers they are in this dash tonight, I don't see us having a caution really, unless something sporadic and chaotic happens. So they should be able to run the entire race without pitting. Tire wear by then will be, I want to say 30s, 40s, depending on your setup. Some might be in the 50s still in the rights. So we'll have to see how these guys' cars handle, in the closing laps. But as it looks like Trinity has caught the bumper of Huff, looks like he's going to try to take his lead back, show his domination. He's done a heck of a job all the races that he's dashed in. He's put on one heck of a show for everybody. So, gets right there. So he really didn't touch him too much, as we'll get from the overhead view. It don't take a whole lot. Just the air coming off the front of your bumper to their back bumper can, a little bit right there. As Old Guy creeps back into the picture, we got some fantastic racing. We got 3 drivers battling for 2 positions right now. And honestly, I want to say, if you're Old Guy, just follow along with Trinity. Just, run your line, do everything that you're trying to, and wait. It looked like the 66 might have caught the wall on corner exit. came down and Trinity was there, as there is no caution, and these guys continue racing on. So, as of right now, that puts Old Guy in front, and that puts Mr. Puddin' Knievel running in second. Wow. You hate to see that happen. Like I said, it looks like the 66 just might have bounced off the wall a little bit on corner exit. Might have got a little bit tight trying to push it too hard, trying to hold that lead, and just ran out of real estate. And, you know, all the drivers that's watching this, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can vouch for him. Once you hit that wall, if it don't stick to it, it's going to throw you off of it. One of the two is going to happen. And it looked like it didn't stick. It looks like it just threw him off of there. And so I hate to see it, man. These three were having a great battle up here for, you know, for the lead and for the transfer spots. So see if there's enough laps for them to get back up here right now, as we still see Puddin holding on to that second, as Old Guy's out front by almost an entire straightaway leading this. So this is exactly what Mr. OG wants to see right now, as we've got Fast Camaro sitting in fourth. So let's see if he can get something going up here, try to catch Sparkalicious. Sparkalicious is going to do everything he can to get on Puddin's bumper and try to get around him in these closing laps. It looks like he's coming, he's almost there, and now he is there. What's Puddin going to do? Is he going to pinch him, or is he going to give him the high line? It looks like they're just going to fall in. I think Spark might be waiting to make his move. You don't want to play your hand too soon. This might turn out to be one heck of a battle here. As Puddin catches the wall on corner exit just a little bit, and Spark gets his way around on the inside. Got lap traffic up ahead. Lap traffic is always going to be a factor here at Dover. It's such a small track this is. But you know, it's the Monster Mile. It's only a mile track. It's banking all the way around. There is no flat surface on this track whatsoever. But Chandabear, yes, I did have to say his name like that, Puddin' Knievel, because that is his name. Thank you very much. But let's see if he can maybe stick to his bumper and see if he can work his way back around him. Looks like he's he's running that middle line right there, so let's see if he opens up just a little bit of a gap, if Puddin can stick his nose up underneath there and try to take advantage of it. So there he goes back to the bottom, but he kind of slides up on the corner, you know, at the apex of the corner, going from 3 to 4. That's where a lot of people tend to make their move, so we'll see if Puddin does it. Looks like they're both just driving in, you know, pretty deep right now, trying to gain, you know, whatever advantages they can. Once again, quick recap. We had Trinity Beast Mode starting on the pole, Old Guy starting second. Looked like Huff World and Trinity made a little bit of contact as Trinity caught the wall, and it looks like it might have took them out of contention, as they are both a lap down now. So we've got Old Guy up front leading. We've got Sparkalicious in that 74 car running second. And we've got Puddin' Knievel in third right now. These two guys battling it out to see who's going to get that last transfer spot. Other guys in the pack, I apologize if I'm not showing as much to y'all as I am everybody else. But, you know, just trying to keep an eye on this battle up here, see who's going to get this last transfer spot, as they're running neck and neck right now. Not sure how many laps are left. Oh, they make contact. Looks like Spark's going to hold on to it. Looks like Puddin gets a little bit loose coming out of turn 4 after the contact. Let's see if Puddin can get back up to him, because I'm not sure how many laps are left. I want to say that was it. That was it, ladies and gentlemen, as we see Old Guy and Sparkalicious advancing to the big show tonight. So I'm going to send these two fellas an invite right quick and see what their thoughts are. So bear with me while I blue screen here. There's one, and old guy, where's old guy? Alright, invites are out. Thank y'all for bearing with me here for a second. See if I can get these two up here and get their thoughts on the race. As we've seen, old guy had the fastest lap. Trinity in second, Puddin third, Huff had fourth. So, back out of this right quick, see if they'll jump up in here. Our qualifying is going to start at 7:30. So, I don't think they're going to join. Alright, just got confirmation. They're wanting to stay in the party that they're in, so we're going to skip those. So, once again, quick rundown. We've got Old Guy and Sparkalicious advancing into our big race tonight. Quick lineup read off from the roll call. We've got Jay Desette from Canuck, Pottles from NOCO. We've got Broom from GRD, Tommy from DSR, Fat Patch from GRD, myself from Underdogs, Angel from Underdogs, G9 from GRD. We've got Sports Legend from Underdogs, Robbie from Shin, Dark Knight from DSR, UK from NOCO. We've got Mr. TKO Randy Quinn from Underdog, Chanda from RJM, D Smith from NOCO, Sean Siddle from NOCO, and our two advancers, Old Guy and Sparkalicious, also both from RKM. So 18 drivers. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this broadcast down. Hopefully y'all will join in for the race here in a couple minutes. But thank y'all very much for tagging along, following along. Once again, your Keystone Cowboy, Mr. Boomhauer 01 here, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye!